Hello, welcome to this update. So let's see the tropics. So we still have this area. It's now an invest here. So it says disturbance 1, but I heard that it's now an invest. So let's see. A tropical wave located in the southeastern Caribbean is producing organized showers and thunderstorms as it moves quickly westward, 25 miles per hour. Environmental conditions could support some gradual development once the wave reaches the Western Caribbean by late this week. Some development is possible in the southwestern Gulf too, so 10 and 20% chance there. So let's see. Here don't have nothing yet, and let's see some models now. So the latest operational GFS has some heavy rains in Central America, more waves there coming off of Africa, and it even picks up a pretty decent low pressure there by June 28th in the main development region. But then it dissipates, but this 12Z GFS is kind of showing this wave persisting and entering the Western Antilles there as a tropical storm by July 1st. So I know this is the GFS and it can get a little bit cranky, but this is not that far out either, so we gotta keep watching this. So the 6-0 doesn't go very far out, but let's see what it has. Just some more rains there and rains there, but we need to see the 0Z here that goes far out. So the 0-0 from this morning has more rains in Central America there, the tropical waves. This is by June 29th there, more tropical waves. And then there'll be this guy here, this tropical wave forming by July 2nd or July 3rd and going for the Caribbean there. This doesn't show any cyclone, but definitely a strong tropical wave affecting the Lesser Antilles by July 3rd. So even if this doesn't develop, the people there need to be aware of some heavy rain coming with that. So, and the Euro's kind of developing this too. It shows but later on a low pressure there, 1007, isn't very strong. It's like a tropical depression or weaker, but it's like 1007 millibars there. Then it goes north and strengthens a little bit there, and it gets to 1001 millibars just to the northeast of the Turks and Caicos. So we gotta keep watching that. The GFS had it like down here and the Euro has it up here. So let's see the Canadian. So it has some tropical waves there, and the Canadian even has this area that's tagged by the NHC trying to develop into something there, but not really making it, but trying to develop in the Gulf of Mexico too, and more heavy rains for Mexico later. But it has this big guy coming off here, the NVR, by July 29th, and then it tries to form into a cyclone there by July 1st, and this will be like a tropical storm there by July 1st, striking Barbados and the southern Windward Islands. So this is exactly the same track as the GFS. They are like doing the same thing, but the Canadian takes this a little bit more into Cuba too, and then potentially to the Gulf of Mexico. But take this as a grain of salt, because after this enters the Caribbean, the environment might become a little more unfavorable. But also take this as a grain of salt, because the probabilities that this hits the Caribbean is very low, and that it even develops is still low. But we gotta keep monitoring it. The Canadian, the GFS, have the same thing now. So this is the NavGen here. So for June 26th, June 27th, and it has the tropical wave there. Some more stuff by Central America, some heavier rains in Mexico too. And then here, so let's see, this will be July 3rd here, so it doesn't have anything big. But the icon here, let's see, it has the stuff by Central America, potential cyclone in the Eastern Pacific, it's showing, but only potentially. And then it has this tropical wave there in the main development region. So this is by July 2nd, July 3rd. It has the big blob of moisture affecting the islands there, but no cyclone or nothing. The icon doesn't have any cyclone. But let's see here. But the 0Z icon from today had like a cyclone trying to form there by July 2nd. So the 0Z run had it a cyclone, but the 12Z nothing. So let's see some ensembles here. Forecast tower 60. Wait. Here. So let's see. So this is by Friday. It has some low pressures there, some ensembles there too, and nothing there. Let's see, forecast tower 96. So this is until Saturday the 29th. It has a blue line, a darker blue line trying to form there, and even there, some more ensembles. Let's see, forecast tower 156. So this here is until next Tuesday. So until next Tuesday, there are a lot of members showing some even green lines there in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, some blue lines too, some potentially like tropical depression there, a storm, but there's a grain of salt. And up down here we have lots of blue lines and even a green line there for potential systems. So let's see. Forecast tower 222. So here we have still some green and blue lines there in the Gulf of Mexico. And here we even have a crazy model showing like a hurricane making it to the Western Caribbean later. And then some lines, even an orange line curving up north there, and lots of green lines, even a yellow showing up there. But take all of this as a grain of salt. And let's see. In 240 hours, we still have this. It even shows like a red line, a crazy model there showing even a hurricane there near Cuba by July 5th, but still some orange and green lines there, and some lots of green lines there too. But take all of this as a grain of salt. So let's see the forecast here. We have this tropical wave there, the one that is tagged by the NHC too, and lots of thunderstorms in Central America and rains too. Let's see. And then it shows this wave will move further west. More rains for Central America, for Jamaica, Cuba, sometimes too for South America, Colombia. And then by Saturday, more rains in Central America on Friday too, and more stuff. So let's see. Rain accumulation the next 5 days. So for the next 5 days, it shows the Euro showing a lot for parts of Western Panama, Western Costa Rica too, Nicaragua, like Central and Western Nicaragua, and generally in other areas some rain. Honduras, mainly southern Honduras and El Salvador, is showing more than 100 millimeters. Belize too, some rain there, and Guatemala, especially southern Guatemala on the Pacific, Mexico, some more there, not much there, but more in southern Mexico and some in the Yucatan. Bahamas, some more in the northern Bahamas and scattered in other areas. Cuba too, and here's some more for the southern, but for the southeastern Caribbean, and a little bit less further north, but still some. So now the GFS has a lot too for parts of Central America, and more for Belize and Nicaragua. And let's see, for the islands too some, Florida and the northern Bahamas, Cuba, similar thing. The icon has more showers there for the Caribbean next 5 days. Lots in the ocean near Central America too, and for Mexico more too. Northern Bahamas as well, some in Florida, Cuba, and some in Haiti too, the Dominican Republic. And let's see. And there's this model here that only covers this specific part of the ocean because it's an European model. So the next 36 hours it has only some more showers there in the Caribbean and stuff. So let's see here. What else we have? Some wind gusts. It's gustier there in parts of the Caribbean because of these disturbances and everything. And you might get gustier around the Yucatan by Saturday and other areas there. Maybe a little bit gustier there too by this week and everything. So this is mainly it, and we'll keep monitoring this.